Hi, day 6 and the third day in the energy section. So today's title is I know what to do, but I struggle with motivation. So this is a really favourite subject of mine to talk about, motivation. There's far too much emphasis placed on that in Instagram and on the internet and in fitness world in general, because you don't really need it. What even is it? It's an occasional feeling of let's go and get stuck into something that's good for me, or if it's in the workplace, let's really get going with the project. But what proportion of days do you actually feel motivated? I hate to put a number on it, but it's certainly not 100%, is it? So I like to think of motivation like weather, especially if you live here in the UK, you get used to having some lovely days and making the most of them, but you also get used to dealing with life on pretty grey. I'm just looking out the window. It's not that bad today, but it's grey, dreary, kind of nondescript. And I think motivation is like that. I think a lot of the time it's kind of meh. So if you're relying on waiting for that feeling of like, ooh, I'm really keen to do this, then you're not going to do it very consistently. So in the podium materials I have put down there, the problem is relying on motivation is a mistake. It's just weather. And the example I've given, I like to talk about laundry, don't I? Is imagine if you only did the washing when the sun was out, and then we're all trying to use less electricity at the moment, so perhaps try not to use the tumble dryer, and I am trying to make the most of those sunny days, but still people need clean PE kit when it's raining, so you can't only do the washing when the sun's out. You need to do your laundry all the time, and looking after yourself is the same. So if you have figured out how your health and fitness contributes to the things that are really key and important to you in the centre of your life, which hopefully you did right at the start of the challenge, then you can't just rely on motivation, because you're letting yourself, I was going to say you're letting yourself down. Well, maybe you are. You're letting yourself off the hook on too many days to find any sort of consistency and make any sort of progress. If your health and fitness does contribute to the things that are important to you in life, which I bet you've managed to find a link somewhere, then it needs to be a priority, not only on days when you feel like doing it. So what are we going to do? We're going to make a plan and prioritise things that are both urgent and important, and make sure the plan is doable. So your to-do list for tomorrow should never be so long that you go to bed going, oh my God, how am I going to do all that? Okay, it needs to be concise, it needs to be focused in on the key things that you're trying to move the dial on, and just get on with it, whether you feel motivated or not. So I am talking in both in terms of your health and fitness and just, life admin in general there. It applies to both. So your journal question for the day is, what's the plan? Spend a few minutes planning and preparing for tomorrow. So have a go at it. You might already do that, but really focusing on what's important and essential. Okay, let me know how you get on.